Well, it's that time again. Outer Points Productions is about to go live with another Knockout Challenge match. Join me, Little Cheddar, and my guest live at the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, as we will be delivering some of the best mediocre commentary in the business. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the match, and don't forget to jump in the chat and say hello. Please take the time to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that like button, and share it with all your friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you right after this word from our fabulous sponsors.
Upper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com.
Welcome, everyone, to the Knockout Challenge Studios. This is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and I am located inside of the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We've got match number 3 of round number 3 of 1.3. I can actually touch that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Anyway, we've got B. Lore. Well, you can't see it right now because for some reason it's not on the screen. You know what? Let me just put that up there right quick. Just so you know what it looks like. There it is. We've got Stephen Kilburg and B. Lore in the house, and we've got $575 on the line for tonight's match. So I am going to get the players started, and then we're going to describe to everybody that's in the chat exactly what's happening if you've never been here before. So welcome, everybody, to Outer Points Productions, and sit back and enjoy. All right. Let's play some 8-ball, shall we? We have not played 8-ball in a long time. So this is going to be fun. It's going to be a race to 10. Everybody in the chat's going to have to keep me occupied tonight so I have something to do. Actually, I do have a lot to do, so. All right, we got a scratch right away on rack number 1. Pocketing stripe and no solids. So 1 stripe down. And the 14 ball would be my first shot. Oh, look at that. Cool. B seems to agree. So as I was alluding to, this is round 3, which means they are not quite in the money yet. The winner of this match is guaranteed $575 with an opportunity to win about $8,000, somewhere around that area. Pete Beshta, as always, thank you for the like and the share. You know, it's funny because watching these guys warm up, it's like I see prior to every single stream. Put all the Fargo and everything aside because it doesn't matter. These guys were running racks. I mean, missing maybe 1, maybe 2 a rack. You know, I'm just really playing lights out. But they weren't playing for anything. You know, that's the way it always goes. Uh-oh. Got a little funky on this one. So B. Lore typically plays out of the Mad Apple in Appleton, and I'm not 100% positive where Steven plays out of. I bet you somebody in the chat could tell me, though. All right, I'm assuming probably going to play the 2-ball first. He's kind of got a little bit of a funky angle, so I'm not sure what he is going to address next. Ooh, boy, you hit that one way too hard, especially for this table. All right, thank you, Amy. Plays at the ballroom. Comes from Baraboo. It's a bit of a drive up here. It's worth it if he can win this match. Last place B wanted to be is on the rail. And I'm not sure if that 8-ball passes the 2. Ooh, boy, I don't think so. This is tough getting on this 8-ball. It's a little firm. Now he's got pretty much no pocket for this 8-ball. I think he was trying to give it maybe a little bit of a nudge. So he's in a bit of trouble here. Yeah. Last thing he wanted to do was scratch in the side. Justin, that probably would not have been not a bad idea. I think my pattern is going to be 1, 2, 6, 4, 8. And I believe Steven agrees. Uh-oh. Ooh, did not want to run into that 4-ball, but I think he's okay. Play this one all the way down. Left himself a little bit long on the 8. Not bad. Should be manageable. It's that first game, though. Yeah. There's one commentator's curse for the night. 1 for 1. And B. Lore takes advantage of it. Let me show you what's coming up, folks. If you get an opportunity and you're looking for a fun format and you've got a player that you're very comfortable with playing with, if that makes any sense at all, Scotch doubles coming up after 1.3 and after Stroke Zone. I am going to get this one started. So it is 12, 10, and under. Let me flip that up a little bit so everybody can see it. We'll get back to it in a little bit. Well, the only shot B has is the one on the side, so he is going to attempt that. Ended up pretty straight on this 2 ball. I think he has to clear it out before he can attempt the 4. I don't think that goes past the 2. I think he's going to have to play 2-6. Ooh, that turned out nice. Just pocket the 5, and he should have a shot on the 3 no matter what. Unless he hooks himself on the 11. I don't foresee that happening. Good shot. Well, the most difficult position he's facing now is getting on the 8 ball. He's got to get somewhere between right by the 12 and 14, or 12 and 15, actually. That's the only pocket that it goes in. Oh, it does go in the upper left, but I don't think he can get there. As you can tell by the angle here, he's going to have to put a bunch of high left on this and try to spin it off the rail to get down by the 15. Definitely doable. All right. He left himself a shot. Not an easy one, but quite the cut. So that is twice. 2 games in a row where B ran out the entire rack and had bad shape on the 8-ball. So that might weigh on him for the rest of the night. You never know. Smart shot. Well, I think I better get the instant replay ready because we are going airborne on the cue ball. Is it too soon to make jokes about Delta flight? What's the one that? Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Let's play that one again, shall we? That's fabulous. Nicely done. What a way to win the game. I don't think it's too soon to make jokes about that because nobody was injured. Nobody died. That's good. I'd have crapped in my pants. I'm sure there's a few people that did. Well, I believe B can only shoot at the 11. But, well, no, I think he could maybe. Yeah, he could shoot at the 9. But I think stripes are his only option here. I don't think he can see the 2 enough to make it. Well, I think I would shoot the 13 here just for the fact that he's going to have to move that 1 ball. And this is the perfect opportunity to do it. Yeah, unfortunately didn't. Well, he's got a shot if he wants to jump again. Ooh. He is looking at cutting this 10 ball all the way down. I love it. Man, I hope he makes this. I want to see this on instant replay. I'm in shock right now. What a start. I think he was kind of expecting the cue ball to run into the 3 to take all the momentum off. Watch this shot, though. Oh, I might have missed it. Might have missed the end of it. Yeah, probably the way it's looking. Off. Yeah, just missed it. Bummer. That's a good shot. All right, Steven put his 4-1 in. I think he can actually play the combo. It looks pretty wired. So he's okay. That didn't get messed up. Ooh. Well, now I think he either has to play safe. Yeah, this is a smart shot. Good shot. Well done. This is going to be really tough for B to hit. It's a good chance that he is going to... Yeah, I'm going to work on my telestrator for a second because I got to get this thing back up and running. Oh, Steven did it again. In the same pocket, too. How you doing, Tom and Nina? Tom was just here, as a matter of fact. We'll be seeing and hearing Mr. Menina on set. Is that tomorrow? Wait, I forgot. Friday or Saturday, one of the two. Oops, sorry about that. We got it anyway. That is 3-0 in favor of B, and solely because of two missed shots in the bottom left-hand corner by Steven. Well, the cue ball's still on the table, so that is definitely a plus. Okay, Friday. Friday is, I am going to look it up real quick, but I think, I'm not even going to bother. Thinking does not bode well for me. Mark Hotman and Joe Menina on Friday, and Tom is going to be joining me in the booth. Looking forward to it. That's going to be fun. Thank you so much, Margaret Jenkins. Yeah, I've been doing this a while, so yeah, I feel pretty confident. I got this. Um, but thank you for your support. Well, that is 4 games, 4 shots that Stephen Kilburg has hit just way too hard on not just the diamond table, but especially the stream table, because he has rattled them repeatedly. And we'll see if this one ends up costing him again. There's a really good chance it's going to. Oh, let's get back in there nice and close. Yeah, I don't like that angle. My bad. Called it by the 13. Not the worst shot, but it's not going to be very good for B in just a moment. Kind of surprised these guys are not calling me out there to watch this hit. And without them requesting it, I can't go out there. So it doesn't matter anyway, because it didn't hit any balls. Kind of surprised at that. Even more surprised at that. All right. Mr. Kilburg is on the board. 3-1. Yeah, I tell you, I can't believe that 8 ball just fell. So in the midst of watching the match, I'm trying to get my telestrator working, so you don't hear a whole lot of commentary, and it's annoying the crap out of me right now. So 3-2. B wins the first three, and Steven's on a comeback. I think he's getting warmed up. Uh-oh. That's going to cost B another game. We are going to be all tied up at 3 apiece real quick. What's going on, Mad Matt? Working on it, Amy. Sorry. Yeah, it's hard to. I can't get my telestrator running when I'm at home. There's a lot of things that I can control for in my vMix platform from the house, but the telestrator is not one of them. So, kind of working on that right now. And I heard a joke today, but it's not appropriate for. I'll leave that alone. I know you are. Jeremy Gould, just it's a little bit of both actually. So, I'd be happy to sing a song, but I don't do it for free. I'll tell you what, I'll make it easy for you, Jeremy. Hang on a second. As soon as Steve shoots this shot, there. How does that work for you? Now you can see me. I believe Mr. Kilburg has found a little bit of a rhythm here. Playing good. B wins the first 3, and Steven comes back and rattles off the next 4. So, Mad Matt, here's what's coming up next. And the reason why I'm doing this is these matches are going to be a little bit more sporadic than the normal KO challenge, right? And it's a 32-team bracket. So it's a 12-10 combined and under, and there's 19 teams already signed up. So after that, let me find the flyer, and I'll show you what's coming up, because this is going to be fun, to say the least. This is not for release yet, but because you asked, I'll show you. Let's see what Steve is. So this is not completely set in stone yet, and it's going to be put on Facebook within the next couple of days. And I am going to see if I can get, even though I tried with the one that we're currently watching, I think we got up to like 90 or whatever the number was, but this one, I want to fill at 128 players because I really want to give. Somebody's going to win 10 grand. So it is $4.99 and under, and I'm not going to go lower than that afterwards. So that's kind of the lowest I'm going to go, and I'm considering potentially, and again potentially. Doing maybe a 1-game spot at 60 games in Fargo, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, that's going to be huge. Jeremy, you talking about my face that was scary? Yeah, I don't blame you. You're not wrong. The last thing he wanted to do was have that ball fall, but he still has a shot on the 11 ball, but now that 14 is in a nasty spot. Justin Ellingson, you're going to be in? Okay. Matt, what is your current Fargo? Yes, I need a permission slip. Justin, how old are you? Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to let you play. Yeah, maybe a note from your parents or a guardian. Who watches over you anyway? Perfect, Matt. I don't think so either, Amy. I really think that one is going to fill faster than any of them. The 525 that we're currently doing, that you're watching right now, again, we had it up to 90-some, and then it didn't take off. The momentum just kind of slowed down a little bit. But I'd like to do that Scotch doubles first. The sign-ups are going to be for the $4.99 and under, and then once we get down to, I don't know, maybe the final 8 or whatever, because this one will be complete by then, or somewhere close to it. It's all about the timing. So then I'm going to try, and we've got the stroke zone to finish too yet. We've got 8 players in that, and all 4 of those matches are already scheduled. They're coming up shortly. All right, B hit that one a little thick. That That is not at all what I said, Jeremy, but you can take it however you want to. Jeremy, what's your current Fargo? You're at like a 285, right? You know, it's funny because one of the things that, as a tournament director, you always have to watch out for, which is why I put a cap on the amount of robustness. And I don't even think I have it on that flyer. I'm going to have to go back and take a look at that. But it is a minimum of 200 robustness. So that way it kind of stops. And we're going to, no matter what you do, I don't care, especially when you get 128 players, somebody's going to try to cheat the system. Somebody's going to try and come in and rob the tournament. There's no doubt about it. But I do whatever I can. And Matt is really good at that for the tournaments here at Varsity Club, along with all the other tournament directors, Roger Pregler, Chris Green, Jim Reese. They all do a really good job at vetting people as good as possible. But you're always going to have, quote unquote, those people. Well, you know, I'm not even going to, never mind. Well, that is the last thing that Steve wanted to do, is dump the cue ball. Because now that and get the 14 out of there, because now it just opened everything up for B. Yeah, I like this shot first. I like leaving that 6 ball for last. Uh-oh. Well, he's got a shot at the 7 down in the corner. He's not even looking at it. Although I agree with that, Mad Matt, even though, yes, karma is going to probably catch up with you sooner or later, that's not something I can afford to happen when first prize is over $10,000. You know, that's because then it's going to look bad on Varsity Club. It's going to look bad on Outer Points Productions. It's going to look bad on everything. Yep, exactly, Amy. It's going to happen no matter what. There's no way to stop it. That 11 ball just does not want to go in for Steve. Okay, Tom and Nina, you're lying. You know, it doesn't count when your Fargo is lower than the Fargo range that you're playing in. That's not robbing. That's making your game better. Should anyway. Yep. You are right, Jeremy. That's why I said somebody will contact me from Chicago or Indiana or Michigan or whatever. Hey, can I get in that KO challenge for... That is another 8-ball miss by Mr. Kilburg in the same pocket. And this 2-7 is wired. Just a matter of where the cue ball ends up. Oh, boy, this is too hard. My goodness. My goodness. Oy. He jumped up out of that shot like... What's going on, Trevor Simpson? Did you say hi earlier? I haven't seen you in the chat yet. Nope. All right, that one went in center pocket. 5-3. Should be 4-4. Actually, it should be 5-5 because Steve missed the 8-ball earlier already. So he is halfway to 10. Yeah, I agree, Trevor. I think Tom's full of crap. I think he's actually a semi-pro, trying to come in and show everybody what he's made of. Yep. And you are 100% correct, Amy. And I have called many other tournament directors. Try to verify somebody that is claiming to be such and such and such, and then they've got 2 different names in Fargo. And, yeah, look at the dickheads, and I'll say that because that is exactly what they are, that from Michigan that were going back, and I think it was Michigan, whatever. Went to the Iowa State tournament, and I think it was a 3-person team, ran through the field. And come to find out, they were going back to their home club and paying the tournament director or the whoever it was to dump for them. Ridiculous. It's going to happen. When there's money involved, look out. Ohio, that's it. Yep. Oh, that's right. Whammo starts today. Wait, does it start today or start tomorrow? Either way. I haven't played Whammo in forever. Unfortunately. You know what? In all seriousness, thank you for saying that, Jeremy, because that is one of the and I'm not gonna sit here and blow my own horn, but that's one of the things that I'm really trying to change in pool. If you're gonna play on my stream, and I'm not sure that you're referring to just that, but you will be held accountable for your actions when you're playing at varsity club. If you're playing on Outer Points Productions, and it's happened a couple of times, everybody knows that. And I'm not trying to be Napoleon or however people want to say it. Actually, many have tried, but really don't care. But you will behave in a sportsmanlike manner, and if ever found out cheating or trying to rob a tournament, you'll never play on this again. And there is a blacklist of 6 players that will never play on Outer Points Productions again. Just for reasons like that. Mostly unsportsmanlike conduct, but yeah. That seems to be the issue, in my opinion, is they're not held accountable for their actions. Sadly, and it's not just the pool community either. It's everywhere in life. It's every sport. It's wherever you go, every city you live in. People feel they're above the law and they take no responsibility at all, and it's everybody else's fault. So today is 9-ball and senior singles today. 8-ball singles starts tomorrow and team on Friday at Whammo. Sweet. Mad Matt said he got hosed in a tourney past weekend, played a 500 and under, ended up losing to a guy who was 5'14", 5'4", and he should have went to... that's not right. Matt, did you tell the tournament director about it? All right, this is a tough out for, So Steve's going to have to shoot the 4 first, obviously, or he could bank the 1, play the 1-4 combo, and potentially get out. Getting on this 1 ball is going to be pretty tricky. Agreed, Trevor. And thanks, Jeremy. I seriously, I genuinely appreciate that. I've been condemned of it repeatedly, and I could give a crap less. Really don't care. One of the biggest reasons why is somebody held me accountable for being an asshole back when I was that person. And rightfully so. And I'm glad they did, because had I not been held accountable, I'd still be that person. So if people don't point it out to you that you need to change something to be a better person, a better sport, whatever the case may be, you're probably not going to. It's like a thief. A thief is going to continue being a thief until he gets caught. So, I mean, it's pretty simple. All right, Steve has called this in the upper right. Oh, and drills it. Nice shot. All right, Players are going to take a little break. So, I am going to do the same. Don't go anywhere, anybody. Actually, I'm just going to go get myself a beverage quick. We'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. I'm actually going to wait until the players get back because I'm rather enjoying this conversation. I'm going to turn that light on just for a second. So, again, much appreciated, Jeremy, on your comments. And again, whether it be ridicule or belittling or judgmental or, man, have at it. And not to you guys, but unfortunately, Facebook, you call it social media, social mania, I call it, because it's insane most of the time. Actually, players are already back. I'm going to wait until they get back to playing. I think Steve went out to have a smoky treat real quick. So I'm going to wait until they get back to the table, and then I'm going to go get my beverage while they're playing so we're not interrupting anything. I like what Tom said as well because, and here's one of the reasons why, is when, so I did my cheddar or sliced cheddar, whatever you want to call it, the Q&A last week or the week before. Yes, I was long-winded, if anybody's seen it. But that's how I challenged myself. That's how I got to be a better player. Two ways, actually, because of stroke zone or target pool back in 1990 with Kim Davenport. But I played better players all the time, and I challenged better players. Back then it was Ziggy, John Kutnick, Z-Man, Al Holden, Jeff Getch, all the guys from Sheboygan that I guess I wanted to be like as a pool player. And, man, I lost a lot over and over and over and over. Not just money, but pride. Man, I lost a lot. But all of that combined got me to be and that's why I like Tom's comment so much. The more you challenge yourself, and Jeremy said it earlier too, the more you challenge yourself against better players and you sit and pay attention to what they're doing and you ask them at the end of the match or even during the beginning or the middle of the match, hey, how did you do that? I really think it will make you a better player. Not everybody needs professional lessons. Matt Strong and I have talked about that a couple of times too, where if you're I don't know, I hate to put a number on it, as to, all right, players are back. My opinion, anyway, once you get to like 625, somewhere around there, then it's just fine-tuning. So the reason I bring all this up is those are the people in my. If you're going to get some professional advice and take lessons from Tyler or Margaret, and it's not that they're not good teachers with the Lower Fargo, but that's where, for I guess, if you're going to spend less money, come to Varsity Club and sit and take lessons from Matt Strong, because he's an incredible teacher, and he'll get you to that next level. Anyway, players are back, so let's watch them instead of listening to me. Thank you, Jeremy. I'll be honest with you, Jeremy. That is something that, and this is not to be taken the wrong way. It's not about ego. It's not about. I had this conversation with Dave Dolly yesterday, and everybody that knows Dave, he's going through radiation treatments, been clean and sober now for 8 years. Has done probably more for pool in the Milwaukee area than anybody. And everybody's fighting a battle behind closed doors that nobody knows nothing about. Am I right, Amy? So what I was talking with Dave yesterday is people really misinterpret why I'm doing this, and why they think it's for fame or fortune or anything else, and none of that applies. Believe me, I'm not making a living being a streamer. I want to, but I'm not. So, Jeremy, when you make comments like that, and one of my very good friends is in the chat, Mr. Trevor Simpson, as well, it means more to me than you guys will ever know, and I really do appreciate it. Because this is the only way that I could think of when I started the KO Challenge to give back to the community that has helped me as much as it has. Thanks, Mad Matt. Yeah, and I'll tell you, I've talked with John Kramer about this, a couple of other people. If I made it to the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame for being a streamer, and how I have attempted to, or I have changed the beautiful shot, man, I'm gonna shut the hell up after this. That was fabulous. But B has got to get out of this rack. I mean, being up 3-0 and now down 6-3. He's got to make this one count. So, man, I'll tell you what. There's no way I would ever make it through a speech if I ever got put into the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame for what I do. There's no way. I'd lose it. But having been there, I think I was there every single year except the first one. 7 years now running. And the emotion that goes into the inductees, or comes from the inductees, man, it's just, that's what it's about. I know you can't see it from where you're sitting, everybody, and I'm not going to put the camera on me, but, man, you got me blushing. All right, make it count, B-Lore. Dead center. Nicely done. Great out. That's the way to come back from a break. I think we talked about this last night when Vincent Didio was in the booth, but I really believe that pool in Wisconsin has an incredible future just because of the fact, I mean, look at the state championships, the amount of juniors that either placed really high or won state titles. I was in and out of WISPA two of the 4 days. Didn't play because I had too much going on with stroke zone and a lot of other things that are going on, and didn't get to see some of the action. Didn't get to play, but its future's really bright. And with the amount of juniors that we had here for the junior knockout challenge, man, it's good stuff. I will have you forcibly removed, Trevor. I will have security on you in no time. You'd be the one of the reasons I'd be bawling my eyes out. Nice shot. Fantastic. Now it's a matter of finding his way to that 6 ball. I think he's going to have to play the 4. Okay. He kind of shot it right into the rail. Aw. I hope it is, Amy. Having you, and we've discussed it many times with Jamie and Corbin being here. What a weekend! And it was NBC 26, right? That did the interview. So Tom Menina said it during my junior. Yeah, your player spotlight junior pool is getting more support than it ever has. And it's exciting to see. Wisconsin pool has an exciting future, no doubt. So speaking of the Junior KO Challenge, I have to ask Amy. So Amy and I have been talking for a long time prior to that. And Amy, do I have the picture that I gave you in the frame? Do I have your permission to put that on the stream? And feel free to say no. But if everybody knows Amy's story, there's a reason why. If you'd rather I didn't, then that's okay. It will not bother me in any way, shape, or form. But it's part of, again, it's part of being a human being. Just leave it at that. Being a good freaking human. All right. I'll put it up after this rack, Amy. This was one of the most special moments of my entire pool career. And you're going to find out why. If everybody kind of knows Amy's story, when Amy was here doing commentary with me, I remember Mark White tuned in from Thailand. And there was something else, too, that it was one of those really special days. And having Amy in the booth was one of the highlights of my career as well. Whether you believe it or not, Amy. So, it's a picture from the juniors tournament that I just added a little text. All right. I'm not sure what B has up his sleeve here on this 11 ball, but either way, if he's going to cut it in the upper left or bank it, it's going to be pretty tough getting on this 8 ball. That one is going to come into play, most likely. What's going on, Anonymous? Man, I hope they didn't put that on your... Did they put that on your birth certificate? That came up way short. Yeah, made it more difficult for the 8 ball, though. Well, of course, Jeremy. I mean, why would you not shoot that shot? Well, given where this 11 ball is, I think I would play that, yeah. Just pointed at. I like the 6 in the side. Well, Jeremy, we had this discussion before about, you're like 520 Fargo or somewhere around there. You're quote unquote asking for a friend. And given the fact that you said Z bank the 8, I can kind of understand why you're still at that Fargo, if that's the shot that you're going to take. Yep. I agree, Anonymous. NZ715. from up north. Ooh. Well, he left it somewhat difficult. Pretty thin cut on this 5-ball for Steve. Plus, he's got to reach all the way down to the end of the table. This is no gimme. Ooh, he's going to kick at it. Well, that's interesting. The absolute worst thing you could do is not hit the ball at all. That is most like... Oh, I don't like this. I mean, he'll probably be okay, but... All right, nothing wrong with that. I thought he was going to draw for some reason. That's not necessary. And never good, actually. Okie dokie. 6-5. And here's what I was talking about. So, again, if you know Amy's story, you're going to understand this. Pretty cool moment. And that's our son Corbin in the background, as many of you already know. Pretty cool weekend. You are very welcome, Amy. Ooh. Well, the one thing Steve has going that he missed that shot is the 8-ball is still in a bad spot. And I don't think he left B with much to shoot at. Well, 14 ball in the lower left. Might be a good one to get. Ooh, that 7-ball falls. It's a totally different game. I think he might just leave the 8-ball right where it is and play a bank shot. Good shot. Yeah, Justin, I think you could probably say about a million different things about that picture. All right. Went a little bit too far on this 10 ball or 14 or whatever ball that is. Yeah, 10 ball. I think he's almost got to shoot this 12 first and draw back to like the V in varsity. Or that angle. Yeah, that's not bad. He might even have the angle to get himself down to the short side of the 8 ball here, which would be pretty impressive. The thing is, if he doesn't commit to it, the last thing he wants to do is run into it unless he runs into it full and makes the 7. Otherwise, he's in trouble. I think I'd just settle for the bank here. Oh, he's going to try and follow this in. Okay, let me get the record ready. See if we can get this on replay. Oh, my goodness. That's not a... Look at this. Off the 6, off the outer point, and just sits there. Unbelievable. Yeah, there's... I don't know what the heck happened, Trevor. I'm not sure what's going on with the telestration. There's a setting that I messed up along the way, but I can actually connect to the IP or the URL from my PC, but for some reason I can't from my iPad or my phone. So that's kind of weird. So if you're not familiar with Amy Cool's story, she just gave you a very brief synopsis in the chat. I have a feeling they might be calling me out for to watch a hit here. I am very curious to see what Steve has up his sleeve because you can't run into the 6 at all. I mean, otherwise he's going to end up pocketing the 8. So if he had planned on playing safe, then I would have done that on the first shot. All right. I am assuming well, you can go for the hero shot. Yeah, you're right, Trevor. So now it's B can hit the 6 ball on the right-hand side and kind of clear the 6 out of there a little bit, but then he kind of puts himself in a bad position to not use much of the table at a potential kick shot. All right, I got to step out of the booth. Well, it was a hard call, but I think I got it right. Yeah, and that's kind of what I was alluding to, Anonymous, is just push the 6 to the rail. I think that might have been what I would have done. All right, 7-5 in favor of Steven. Yeah, that it was pretty fortunate that he didn't make the 8. But 2 is, and it's one of the things, if you've never played on the stream table, and it's not just the stream table, but it's a lot of diamond tables, they bank a little short. So, which is why it came up short. You got to go just a little bit past your mark where you think, and especially on a full table kick. And to be honest, I knew it was going to end up either missing it all together or hitting the 6 first, just by looking at where he was aiming. And again, knowing that it typically will end up short. So, anywho, 7-5. And there is nothing going down on this break. A lot of balls fighting to get into pockets, but unsuccessfully. Yeah, Amy, it's actually not bad. And I'll be honest, no discredit to the guys that played last night, but this match is going faster than last night's 9-ball. These guys are playing quick. I mean, we're not even 2 hours in yet, and it's 7-5 already, so that's really good for 8-ball. Uh-oh. B is not going to like that. All right, I am going to step out of the booth just for a moment, so I'll be back. All right. Back in the saddle. There's what they're playing for. Yikes. That is a good chunk of change. Going after the cheese. Oh, wait. I got something for that. Don't I, Trevor? Going after the cheese. There's our little friend. Oh, he's sitting right on B's shoulder. See if I can shark. See if I can shark B. Oh, got a little bit of on his shoulder. This is not too I would actually play this 11 ball first. 10, 12, 8. Uh-oh. Oh, slow down. Slow down. Yeah, just float it in. Don't do anything fancy. Beautiful. B has a little bit of, and I hope he goes back and watches this, but he's got a little bit of forward motion in his body right before he shoots the shot. He's very still and everything when he's taking his practice swings. But just before he shoots, his head moves back a little bit, and I'm telling you, that will definitely have an adverse effect on the outcome of some shot. I really think that would help his game. Ooh. Fortunate and unfortunate. Fortunate, the 4 gets kicked in the pocket. Unfortunate is he has no shot on solids, which probably isn't the worst thing, given the fact that the 2 is in a bad spot, 3's in a bad spot. That's pretty much it. I think I'd rather have stripes anyway. Just got to find a way to break that 15 out of there. And this might be it. But if he runs into the 15 now, there's a lot of ugliness that can happen. He'll have to end up, luckily, either a shot on the 15 or, oh, we forgot to make the 9. We got it out. And he got Stevens' 2 ball out of there and actually made it. But the 3 is still in a bad spot. He's got a shot on the 7 or the 6. Dave Dolly, I didn't even know you were in the chat. What's going on, Dave? Did you leave already? I don't recall David saying anything. Well, that kind of sucks. David, come back. Jack, come back. I'll never let you go. Jack. Sorry. Just reliving my Titanic days. Working on the cruise ship. I ever tell everybody about my days on the cruise ship and fog watch? Give me a thumbs up if you want to hear it. And it's a funny story because there's quite a few people that fell for it, and I'm not joking. So if you've already heard it, don't ruin it. If you want to hear it, give me a thumbs up. But it was called Fog Watch. Brutal. Just caught a piece of the 5 ball. Otherwise, yeah, he really didn't have much on that 14, though, either. All right, Amy wants to hear it, so that's good enough. That's all I needed to hear or see. So, when I was out there as a social host, this was before assistant cruise director. This was way back in the beginning. When we had younger, more naive kids coming on that were part of the social host team, we would tell them that you could either pay for the electric bill from your cabin once a month, or you could do a certain amount of hours on fog watch, right? Okay, first of all, there's no electric bill for the crew. All right. Well, there's no electric bill for anybody. It's done by generators. And, that massive propeller that drives the ship, yeah. And so it's not like you run along, like a 500-yard or 500-mile extension cord from Miami. So, that was a cool shot. I don't know if that was intended or not. But, so if you wanted to get the free electric bill at the end of the month or get no bill, you do fog watch hours. So what they would tell the new guys, some girls, is you had to have a flashlight and a bell. Now, we're in the Caribbean, okay? The water is like 80 degrees. And we tell them now the hours are from usually either midnight to 6 o'clock, and it was like a 6-hour shift. I mean, they had this down to a science, just BSing these guys. So if it was on deck 9 and you would go out and you would shine your flashlight out into the open ocean, and if you see an iceberg, then you ring the bell, right? Makes sense, because you don't want another Titanic episode. Again, we're in the Caribbean. And the officers on the deck, which was deck 12 or 10 or 12, somewhere around there, was overlooking deck 9. They knew what was going on. So if at 1 o'clock or 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning that they seen a flashlight out there and somebody out, they knew what it was for. So, 6 o'clock in the morning, you'd flag down one of the social hosts. Hey, man, how was fog watch last night? I heard we had a close call. And they'd be like, no, we didn't see anything. I'm like, then you tell them that you realize we're in the Caribbean, right? And then they're like, you son of a... Anyway, yeah. That was... I did not fall for fog watch, just so you know. But damn it, that was funny. No. Amy. No. That was a really good attempt by Mr. Kilburg. And look what ended up happening. Blocked his 15. I think if I was playing, I would play the 14 ball right now with just a smidge of high right and run right into the 15 ball. Pocket the 14 in the lower right and then bust out the 15. Because you're going to be guaranteed, you should be guaranteed a shot on either the 11 or the 12. I don't see another way out of this rack because if B, unless he plays safe, because if he does play safe and leaves Steven with a kick on the 3, I don't think he'll take it. I wouldn't. I think he has to play safe now. It's like I said, either make the 14 and break it out, or Jeremy, use the 15 to break it out now, or I'm sorry, use the 12 to break it out now or later. The reason I asked that question is I don't think he can use it now. And I think he may have left Steve with just a piece of that 3 ball. I don't know if it's makeable, but yeah, that would have made sense too. But then you're kind of limiting yourself to the only shape that he would have been able to get on is the 11. So, all right, let's see what happens here. Oh, he kind of like blamed it on a bad roll or something. That was not even hit well. Yeah, Trevor, he could have made that. The good thing that B has going for him right now, see, I don't like this shot either. So if he's going to use the 12, the reason I don't like this shot, I like leaving that 12 there. I would rather play the 14 now and break it out than use the 12 to do it, because if he ends up bad, yeah, see, and that's kind of what I was talking about, because that 11 is not in a pocketable position. Yeah, to me, that was not the right shot. That's much better. I still think there is... man, it is... I mean, it is the smallest of slivers to hit this 3 ball. And again, even if Steven does get a good hit, it's probably going to stay in front of the pocket if he hits that thin. Right? Now it's real easy to play a safe. Good shot. That is a really good shot. Instead of pocketing the 14, leaves it in front of the pocket. So that way, if something goes wrong, Now he's got both of those pockets blocked. And this is the right shot by Steven. Here's what I would do. I got ball in hand. I would make Steve's 13 right now. Or I'm 3, sorry. 3 ball. And there's a couple of ways he could do this too. Yeah, I like this shot. But I would do it a little bit differently. Because he could actually make... Man, I wish I had a telestrator. But he could actually thin the left side of the 15. And see, now you're kind of giving him even though it is a tough shot, of course. But he could have actually put the cue ball behind the 15 as well, had he played like a carom or something. What's going on, Roger? No, there's no place to put the cue ball, Anonymous. The 15 could not go all the way up because, and he probably foul anyway. Double hit. This is a huge shot on the 8 ball. This is either 8-6 or probably going to be tied up at 7 apiece. Playing a race to 3 after that. Why would it be any different? It should be. All right, I believe he has called it in the, upper right. Tough shot. Actually went for the kick. Not bad. All right, given where that 8 ball is, I would play the 14 first. Either way, I don't think it's... Just don't put yourself behind the 8. It's the only thing you got to worry about. I would have never done that either. Dear Lord in heaven. There's no way I would have played that shot. It's so dangerous. He could have easily drawn that into the side. That one he could have drawn a lot better. Yikes. You can't tell me these guys are not nervous. All right. This to make it tie, 7 apiece. Oh, don't scratch on him. That'd be brutal. Nope, it's good. 7-7. Giddy up. Amy, you should see some of the things that happen in the booth when Trevor's here. I mean, it's not flirtation either. It's all out groping and inappropriate touching. Yeah, it's... I wonder why my stress level's so high. Okay, another dry break. Bringing Steven to the table with either a shot on the 5 or a shot on the 13 or 14. That's about all he's going to. Maybe the 10 in the side. But that's about it. Yeah, guys, and what happens in the booth on Outer Points production stays on YouTube. We don't hide anything here. So you wonder why I'm not making any money. It's because I'm paying fines all the time. Well, that is a really good shot to get on that 11 ball. So now it's a matter of connecting the dots you got to find a way to that 12. And I think, oh boy, I can't believe that fell. Hit that one way too thick, which is why he ended up where he did for the 9 ball. So that makes it a little bit more challenging. And of course, I would have liked to have been straight on, just for the simple fact then you could get that 12 ball out of there. Did not want to do that, but I think he may have ended up kind of fortunate on this 13. He could play the 13 in the side. 10. So if he plays the 10 right now, the cue ball is going to be moving away from the 13. That makes it much more challenging to get on the 12. So if he plays the 13 now, 10, 12, 8. All right. I'm assuming he's probably going to... Yeah, this is not bad because the tangent line is running right into the 8 ball. So I would just follow and push this 8 towards the bottom right-hand corner at a decent pace, just like that. That is a beautiful shot. That was fantastic. That is a really well-played rack by... All right, players have requested another break so they can run to the little pool players room. B. Lore, I believe, has taken the lead for the first time. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. That was one of the best outs of the evening, in my opinion. Some good shooting there. So let's show you what is left in 1.3. Oh, hang on just a moment. So John Wilquet, as you can see, has already advanced to the final 8. along with Chris Green, Brad Royce, and James Sorensen from last night. And then, let's see, we've got the 26th is, I think, which match is that tomorrow night? Oh, wait, today is the 26th. Never mind. Tomorrow night is Ron Gerween and Jason Harlan. And then Friday, of course, Joe Menina. Tom Menina will be in the booth with me, playing against Mark Hotman. And then the last match of round 3 is Derek Delancey and Jason Van. That's going to be a good match, and that is at noon on Saturday. Good stuff. All right, players are already... Oop, never mind. Steven's going to go out and have a smoky treat. Oh, yeah. My bad, Jeremy. Yep. Yeah, B was up 3-0. So then we also... Let me pull that up real quick. Search and search and search. There it is. All right, here is what's coming up in Stroke Zone. So, first match is on... Is that Sunday? What's the second? Must be Sunday. Looks like Sunday, 2 of them, as a matter of fact. 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. Man, I'm doing a match every single day until the 3rd. What am I doing to myself? Yeah. Rich Champa and Dan Ramstack at 1 o'clock, and then Todd Schmidt and Vincent Schrader at 4 o'clock on Sunday. And then on, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Jason Gibbs, Troy Islandsey, and then Thursday, wrapping up round 2, is Peter Source and Dustin Clark. Peter Source and Dustin Clark are the 2 players that had the highest score, 225 and 221 respectively, in round 1. So they got to play each other next. That'll be fun. All right, be back. 2 away from moving on to the quarterfinals. Looks like 1 solid down. And I am taking stripes all day long on this table. If you can see that 9, that is the shot right now. And then leave it there for the 11, and then the rest is very pocketable. The worst thing you could do is leave that 11 for last, because you got to get a ouch. The worst thing you could do is miss that 11 and open up Steve's 5 ball. Now it's an open table for Steve. So, Justin, yes. I mean, I don't know if you wanted to play. Oh my gosh, that's a little shocking. Pretty surprised to see Steve miss that. Justin, it kind of depends on what time you plan on getting here, because most of these matches, I'm going to try to keep them to an hour. So there is some time in between matches. So you're welcome to, as long as it doesn't interfere with the incoming players practicing or whatever, you are more than welcome to play around on it a little bit. Yeah, and that may be the case, Trevor. I think I would actually play the 13 right now and come one rail for the 10. Play the 10 first, and then it's just just like this. This is actually ideal, as long as he doesn't get on top of it. No, that's perfect. So now all he has to do is he can draw the cue ball back to right where it is now. Would be spectacular. Well, overhit that, and he's trying to get that one in with body English and did not. That he was moving all over the place on that shot. Bad angle. Drew it too much on the 10. That may end up costing B this game and allowing it to get to a race to 2 instead of him being on the hill. Quite the turn of events. This is the shot that counts. I would hit this very gentle. You don't want to force it, and make sure you know where. Leave that one in the pocket, and make sure you get clear with the cue ball. Perfect. Not so perfect there. Wow. You got to play the bank. It's crazy. Race to 2, everybody. Well, what do you do here? Have to attempt a safe, obviously. I don't know if I would have done that. Because now you've given... You haven't cleared the 3 or the 4. And you've given B... It broke the 9 and 10 out for B. Which... Now the only ball he really has to worry about is the 13. And he might be able to take care of that right now. I think he's called safe. Wow. That's a great shot. Well, if B has the confidence to run this table out, boy, I think I would shoot this 10 first. All right, he's kind of taking a look at the rest of the table instead of just getting down shooting that 13. I would definitely not shoot this 11 ball. Well, actually, it's not the worst shot because he's getting it out of there. Yeah, that's not horrible. Oh, boy. You don't want to miss it with ball in hand, though. And that could potentially cost him the game. Because Steve now can pocket that 5 in the side, have a shot on the 3, which does go past the 10, but he's got to find a way to bust out that 4 ball. This could be ugly. That was well hit. Nervy shot here, folks. Gut check time. Hit it good. Stephen Kilburg first on the hill. Well, Tarek Hamden, I have no idea in hell what a combro is. Is that when you get together with some of your buddies and comb each other's hair or something? I have what the is a combro? All right, settle down, Margaret. Getting a little excited there. Well, the one thing Steve did not want to do was scratch on the brake. But given where both stripes and solids are, I don't think it's going to cost him the game. But I like what he's doing here. I very much like solids. He's got to get that one clear immediately, though. Ugh. That did not come out like he had hoped. Margaret, give him hell. Give Tarek as much crap as you can. Everybody else in the chat will back you up. Uh-oh. B's shooting himself into a bad position here. Last thing he wants to do is pocket this 6-ball. Because unless he can get perfect shape on this 7 to get to the 1, this is tough. How do you hit that? Are you freaking kidding me? I bet I missed the freaking... Man. Didn't have the replay on, Trevor. Damn it, Trevor. You know what, Trevor? I don't think out time is completely out of the question here, but it's not easy. I'm having a hard time figuring out if that 1 goes past the 13 down in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket. Oh, look at this. Well, B's entire tournament rides on this one shot, I think. He might even be able to, he might actually be able to cut this one in the lower right as it stands. Wow, and that's what he called. This would be an incredible out. And hits it too thick. Now it might cost him the match. Had he hit that a little bit thinner and pocketed it, that was the end of the game. And then we're playing hill. This is not looking good for B at the moment. Oh boy. Got a hold of that one. Crazy things can happen. Handled it nicely. For $575, this 8-ball. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? No way. That did not just happen. Holy crap. I'm in shock. I'll bet Steve is too. I'm I'm not gonna say a word. I'm really surprised that he played that one first. Oh my goodness. You can't tell me there isn't pressure. Holy cow. Look at that 4 just hanging in the Vincent Didio Memorial pocket. And now it's all she wrote, folks. Wow. What a match. Man, I really wanted to see a Hill game. I know All the Steve fans did not, but all the B fans did. So anyway, I got a whole bunch of things to do yet tonight. It's 9 o'clock, so I am going to thank everybody that has been so instrumental, along with you folks. And we're going to get to that. And just at the very bottom of the screen, you, the viewers. Wouldn't be able to do it without you. So, with that being said, thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. And remember, we've got... That's better. Matches all the way through until Monday. So, we've got, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. So, lots coming up. So, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you very much for the chat. Thank you for the transparency. Thank you for the accolades and the appreciation, because it goes a long way. So, thanks, everybody, and have a very pleasant rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow.